Hey, good evening, everyone. Yeah, Friday again. Don't know where the week's gone. Although I know it's been really cold down here in Eastbourne, and I think just around the place. So, it's just I can't wait for it to warm up a bit. Right, so tonight we're going to be doing 89 of the camper van. I was going to do 2, but there's actually quite a bit to do in this one, some fiddly details, and I thought, we'll just do the 1 tonight. We're going to be doing like the dashboard and steering wheel and stuff like that. So, and I believe we get it in the frame as well. So, but let me go through some chat and then we'll start the build. So we've got Stephen in first saying hi, Alex. So hi, Stephen. Thank you for joining. Hope you're well. Stephen says hi to all in chat. Lee says hi. So hi, Lee. Anfield Road layout in the loft. Dave Matt Builds says good evening, everyone. Good luck with your build, Alex. Have a great stream. Thank you, Dave Matt. I've just seen your post on Facebook. The light bar. That looks really good. Yeah, I like that. That's right. A gadget right up my street. That is. Dave Matt says hi to Stephen. Dave Matt says hi to Lee. David Bassett says hi, Alex, and on in chat. So hello, David. How are you? Carl Scar Modeling. Hi, Horlixs. Hey. Hi, Carl. How are you? Hope you're well. Stephen says hi to Dave Matt Builds. David Bassett says evening to Lee. Dave Matt Builds and Stephen. Lee says hi, everyone in the chat. Dave Matt says thanks, Alex. Yeah, no, it does look really cool. Dave Matt says hi, Carl and David B. Stephen says hi to David Bassett. We've got Mark in. Hello, everyone. Hi, Mark. How are you? And that is it for the moment. So, we're going to be doing 89. There's a little bit of all sorts going on. Fiddly bits. We've got a few, well, wouldn't really class it as electronics, but we're going to be fitting a couple of LEDs, stuff like that. So, Dave Matt says evening to Mark. John says evening, Horlixs in chat. Hi, John. How are you? David Bassett says evening to Mark. And Dave Mack says hi to John. And David Bassett says hi to John. So, right, I'm going to pause the chat there. Let's get ourselves adjusted. Oh, there we go. I always forget what button does what. There you go. So I'm going to start off on the hard mat for this because we haven't got protective paintwork as such. So as you can see, 89, there's quite a lot going on. And we've got lots of parts. So I thought, we'll just work through and do that. It might not take as long as I'm thinking it might, but so I've got the parts here. So there's quite a few parts in here. For issue 89. So I'm going to get all these out. I've already cut it open. I was a bit more prepared this time. There we go. I'll leave that to one side. So let's go through and check all of this then. So this is my paint mat, by the way. That's why there's bits of paint all over it. Part one is the steering wheel. There you go. Oh, so we've got the steering wheel. 2 is the steering column. Now that's this piece here. It's all plastic. 3 is the steering column support, which is this part here. Again, plastic. 4 is the steering shaft, and that is in this little bag. Actually, I wasn't as organised as I thought, because there's bags in these bags. So yeah, there is the steering column support. That's metal, that piece. Okay, we've got 5, which is the indicator lever. Where are you? Oh, you're in there. Now I'm going to empty this into this tray because there's some really small parts in here. So I mean, there's just parts everywhere. It's good fun. Here we go, look. Here is our indicator lever. That's cool. We've got the heater outlet, which is part 6, which is here. That's not so right. There we go. Yes, that's the heater outlet. What else have we got here then? We've got the shelf, which is this part here. 8 is the side mirror housing. Which is here. Okay, 9 is the side mirror itself. So that's just it's like a sticker in there. 10 is the side mirror arm. Okay. More small parts. I'm going to bring them out into here as well, mix them together. So this is metal. We've got the side mirror arm there. We've got the side mirror arm support. Oh, wow, it's tiny. Is it that? Yeah, it seems to be this piece here. Absolutely tiny. It's got a little hole in the end. Okay. So that is 11. 12 is the right headlight. 12 is the right headlight, labelled 7. This is where we've got some LEDs in here. But essentially these are exactly the same. This cable length's the same. It's got the same plugs on it. So yeah, but they're calling 7 the right headlight. So we've just got an LED and a cable there. Then we've got 8, which is the left headlight, which is part 13. So those two are there. 14 are tabs. So we've got 2 of them. And that's these black tabs that we've worked with before. Oh God, I've seen some pins. Where's my tweezers? So 15 are pins, and we've got 3 of them. So there's one there, that's 2, and then there's one there. So we've got three pins there. Let me zoom in a bit. So 16, we've got door straps, and there's 2 of those, and they're already sewn for us. They're sort of stitched up in the middle to make a loop, 2 loops. And then we've got 17, which are door strap supports. Now there should be 4 of them, and I think they're identical. Turn that round. Just want to make sure they are identical. I think they are. It's just the picture shows 2 one way up and 2 the other, but yeah, they all look the same to me. So we've got 4 of those. Okay, that leaves us with screws. So we've got BP03 screws. Yeah, they're there. We've got BP03. I'm actually going to move these pins back up into there. We've got BP04 screws, which are in there. And then we've got BD04 screws, which are in there. So we've got 3 lots of screws. So I'd say lots of parts to be working with tonight. I'm not sure whether any of this is going to be stashed for a later issue or not, but we shall see. I don't think there is. I think we do most of this, I think. But we'll see. So, that being done, I'm going to go through this bit more chat here. So we've got Mark saying, hi Dave, hi David Bassett. Hi Dave Mac, and hi to David Bassett. John says, hi to Danno Builds and David Bassett. David Bassett says, good luck with your build tonight, Horlixs. Thank you very much, David. DS Model says, good evening to you all. Good luck with your build, Alex. Thank you very much, Dave. Yeah, I hope you're okay. There are lots to do tonight, I think. Dave Max says, evening to Sir Dave. David Bassett says, evening, Sir Dave at DS Models. Crafty Chris, hello, Alex. Morning chat. Hi, Chris. Hope you're okay. Dave Max says, evening to Chris. David Bassett says, evening, Christine. Go for it painting. Hello. How are you? Thank you for joining. Geordie Dave says evening to everyone. David Bassett says evening to Geordie Dave, and David Bassett says hi, go for it. So, and Dave Mac Builds says evening, go for it, and Geordie. Hiya, Geordie. Did I miss you? Sorry, I think I might have missed you. Or it jumped. Yeah, it jumped. Geordie Dave says evening, everyone. Hi, Geordie. Hope you're okay. David Bassett says evening to Geordie Dave. Did that one. Dave Max says evening, go for it, and Geordie. David Bassett says hi, go for it. Geordie Dave says evening to David Bassett. Lovely. Thank you all for the chat. Okay. Yeah. Right. So let's start then. So the first step is to insert the steering shaft into the steering column support. So let's do that. That's this piece here. And we want to go downwards, sorry, by the looks of it. So you've got like this collar on here. We're going to put the long end in first, slide it down. That's how it looks to me, because it'll fit in there. Install the steering column and secure the parts with 2 BP03 screws. So let me get some BP03 screws out. And get the screwdriver ready, loaded, ready to go. That needs a bit more help. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, then what we're going to do is we're going to push this down over the shaft, and that's going to marry up these holes just in here, and then we're going to secure that with 2 of these BP03 screws. So you can, with your finger and your thumb, you can just hold up, push up on this part, and that will give you a nice sturdy grip to screw that into place. There you go, that's solid already. Obviously, don't go too hard on these screws because we are going into plastic. And there's 2 screws holding all this together, so it's not going to go anywhere. But just enough to stop. And I'm happy that is all secure. So that's not going to come off. It rotates in there, but it won't come off. And obviously we want it to rotate because the steering is going to wet. So I suppose what I could have done is even put some special plastic grease in there, but I don't think we'll go to that extreme on this model. Okay, so that being done, if we turn this round, we can see a little hole in the steering column. And then we're going to place the indicator lever in there. Now, it's not saying put glue on. But no, it doesn't need it. That's really tight fit in there, so that's going to get pushed into there. Use tweezers there. That is not coming out. I'd probably break that if I tried to pull that back out, so I'm not going to bother with glue on that. So that's all good. And then once that's in, we're going to fit the steering wheel on the top. Now it's got a D shape. It's hard to see because it's cream, but there is a D shape on there, which will marry up. You can see a better picture there with the steering wheel. So I'm going to line that up. And that gets fitted. It's just push fitted, and that clicked into place. So now we have a wheel that turns and turns the shaft. So that's really cool. That went together really nicely. Look at that. Oh, I'm trying to hold the thing. Yeah, like that. Brilliant. So that's that done. And then what we can do is we need to fit the steering assembly onto the post indicated on the bottom of the shelf. So here we have 2 posts. We're going to slide that in and push that into the holes. Is that right? I think it's right. Looks right. Let me just get my bearings of the picture. Yes, so if we turn it up into the orientation of the mag, that's how that's going to look. And then we're going to secure that into place with 2 BP03 screws just in the bottom here. Yeah, it's nice to be working on some smaller bits, I think. As much as I like doing the body work. But we've got some body work next week, and I'm quite excited for that. Spoiler. Well, most of you probably already know anyway, but next week we are fitting the front doors. I know, exciting. I wonder if that's what the pins are for, maybe. I'm not sure. So that's on. Again, this is all plastic, so we want to be really careful with that. But now we have something that looks like that, and I'm hoping something's going to cover this. I'm sure it will, because you can see two ugly screws there. Okay, that's it for that part at the moment. We can put this aside, and then what we want to do is we want to retrieve the front interior panel. And here's one I had earlier. So this is what we got in, where do we get this? Stage 87. We got this. So we want it in this orientation. And then we're going to fit the post of the heater outlet, which is this part here, into the hole shown on the panel, and then secure the part from the outside with two BP04 screws. So this is going to fit in like that. Okay. Then we're going to hold that in place, turn it over, and then we've got the two screws here. And we're going to outside BP04. So I'm going to have to just put that to one side and grab some BP04 screws out. Retrieve the parts, hold that in place, and then I can secure that with these two screws. Now they went in really nicely. Again, super light on the screws. That went in a bit easy. Like butter. They go in like butter. Took about 3 turns, and that's there. And that's solid. So that is our heater outlet installed. So now we're on to step E. Oh, I didn't account for that. Bear with. I need to get into my box of parts because we need the dashboard that we made. Here it is. Now that was a fun issue, wasn't it? This dashboard had all sorts of bother with these components, but all the glue is set and everything is seated correctly now, so I'm happy with that. It looks really cool. So we're going to need to retrieve this, and we're going to turn this round, and then we're going to fit this the correct way round. There you go. And you've got the two posts there. They're going to line up with these two on the top, and then bring that down. Hopefully we're going to have a nice fit. Yep. So we're going to hold that in place like so. And then what do we need to do with that? Secure it with two BP04 screws. So I'm just going to start that one off so it doesn't go wandering. Let's start the other side. Then we know we've got it located. And just tighten them up. Now again, I didn't take a lot of turns, about 2. That's tight, and that's not going anywhere. So now we've got our dashboard on the front there. Okay, the next step is to insert the end of this cable from the switch through the hole just at the back there. That well, it says rectangular, but that's square to me. So we're just going to pop that cable through there. And then I'm just going to bend that back a bit. And then we've got something that looks like that. Okay. What do we do now? So next, this is the cool part. Now, be really careful because I've just seen the next part. We're going to be putting screws through these holes. So just make sure that this switch cable is away from that hole so you don't get the wires trapped, because otherwise you'll have a problem later on when you try and activate the switch. Okay, and we're going to install the steering. That's going to just, you've got the 3 posts on there, and you've got 3 posts there, and then the caps there with the holes in. That's just going to slide in, tip it up, put it in an angle I think is best, and then just push it up and it lines up. And again, just be really careful with this hole and make sure that that cable is out of the hole. And I can see that it is, so I'm happy with that. And then secure the shelf to the panel with 3 BP04 screws. Now it looks like, oh yeah, we're going in from the front. There's only just about enough room in there. You're going to grab your BP04 screws. I'm enjoying this build tonight. I love all these little details. It's quite a good issue, this one, I think. We're going to do the hard one first. We're just going to get, this is where your magnetic screwdriver is going to be a real help. I don't know how you do that otherwise. You might be able to get a screw in there with tweezers, but magnetic screw, make sure it's freshly magnetized, and then you can get in there and then start to screw that through. And I'm just going to finish that off, to be honest, because it only takes a couple of turns for these screws and they're in. So just remember that, about 2 whole turns on your screwdriver and they're tight. So I'm just going to do the next one along. That took a couple more actually. Oh, but of course that post was a lot. That post there was a lot shorter than these ones. That'll probably be why. And then the last one on the end here. So that seems to be nice and solid. I'm going to check them. Look at that. Now we have our steering wheel installed. Okay, so the next step is to turn this round, and then we're going to secure the shelf from the underside with 2 more BP04 screws, just in these 2 holes here. So providing that's all lined up correctly, they will sit into there, which mine do. And then we can put 2 screws in there. That should finish up the BP04 screws for this issue, because we've got 1 left, which will be our spare. There we go. We can start that off That took about 2 turns, 2.5 turns. And 1, 2, 3, about 4 for that one. But yeah, you'll know when they're stuck. So that just gives it a bit of extra support under there. So now that shelf is not going anywhere. And that looks really smart, doesn't it? I like that a lot. I like it a lot. Okay. I'm going to have a slurp and catch up with a little bit of your chat. Which has gone mad. Go for it. Says hi to David Bassett. Geordie Dave says hi to Dave Matt. Go for it. Says hi Dave Matt Builds. Geordie says hi. Go for it. Lord Peter Webster's in. Hi, Alex on in chat. Hey Peter, how are you? Thank you for joining. As always. Go for it. Says hi Geordie Dave. Geordie Dave says hi to Peter. Go for it. Says hi Lord Peter Webster. David Bassett says evening Lord Peter Webster. Mark says hi Peter. Dave Matt says hi Lord Peter. Go for it says hi Mark's Mods. Mark says hi Go for it. Geordie Dave says hi Mark. Mark Small says hi Geordie Dave. Geordie Dave says hi DS Dave. Lord Peter Webster says hi. I think that's hi. Hi Geordie, Daniel, Mark, Dave, Matt, David, Chris, Dave S, Stephen, and John. How are you? Stephen says hi Lord Peter Webster. Stephen says hi to Mark. Geordie Dave says hi Stephen. Stephen says hi Geordie Dave. Lee says hi Peter. Steve DS Morrill says Lord Peter, thank you so much. Okay, yeah, that's probably for the whatever you call them. Lee says hi Dave. Very technical on this channel. The what you call them. Lord Peter Webster says hi to Lee. Lee says hi to Dave. Geordie Dave says hi to Lee. Lord Peter Webster says no problem Dave, anytime, happy to help. Yeah, you are amazing for the community, and yeah, thank you very much. I'm still overwhelmed with the airbrush. It's amazing. Thank you so much. Lee says, sorry, not chatting much. I'm setting up my live stream for Sunday night. Okay, good night. Thank you. Lee says, looks good. Go for it. Says hi to Lee. John says, do you have a diorama in mind for this camp holiday? No, not at the moment. To be fair, I've never really done a diorama. But I think the main reason for that, John, is that I just haven't got the space here. I've literally got the shelves behind me, you know, as you see. I mean, I suppose I could do something on the shelf. Oh, I've just got these shelves and there's just no room to do anything like that. But I don't know, never say never. You know, there might be some changes coming up soon, or at least at some point over the next sort of 8 months at least. So you never know, you know, I might be able to do. I'd love to do that because I think you'd get a lot more model time. And you know, when you're doing it like railways, it's not all about just buying a railway, is it? And all the bits. And a railway's never finished because you can just so much you can model on it and do. And it'd be brilliant to do something like that, but I just haven't got the space to do anything. So yeah, that's the reason. Johnny says hi to John. Lord Peter says, I'm good. Thank you, Alex. Good. Johnny says, great show, Alex. Got to go. Is nearly in town. Okay, no worries, Geordie. Have a good shift. Dave Matt says, excellent work, Alex. It's really looking good. Yeah, we're not even done yet either. Probably about halfway through. No, maybe just over halfway. Lord Peter says, night, Geordie. Take care, bud. Lord Peter says, trader spars. That's it, spars. The thingy-majigs. That's what I call them. Dave Max says, night to Geordie. Lee says, still here. Oh, okay, cool. Dave Max says, great show, big thumbs up. Thank you. John says, hi to Geordie Dave. Right, that's the chat caught up with. Wow, thank you so much for your chat. Honestly, amazing. Thank you for the likes as well. I've seen I've got 10 likes on the show. So yeah. Right, let's carry on with where we were at. We've still got more to do. So next we're going to place the door strap onto its support as described in issue 81. Well, we haven't got issue 81 to hand, but anyway, there is a picture, so we can go by that. It's just simply just slide it on. Okay, so we're just going to slide one of the loops over there, so it's in that bar, on that bar. And then we're going to turn that round, and then we're going to pop that. Okay. On the end here, you've got a locating peg and a screw hole. So that's just going to go on like so. And it's going to go with the raised detail upwards like that. And then what we're going to secure that in with a BP03 screw here. Nice and tight, and that is now secured. So what we're going to do is repeat the process and fit the second door strap. So we're going to do that on the other side. Another typo, look. So it shows us the step and to put the door strap where we've put it, because you've got the heater vent here. And then it says do the same for the other side. Oh no, it has. Sorry, they've just got the picture upside down. My error. I was going to say they're telling us to put it on that side again. That's just me not looking properly. I'll let them off. We're going to turn this round. Yeah, we're going to pop that on. Same way, raise detail upwards, and then we'll get on a BP03 screw. And carefully start that off and support it from the back, and then just nip that up. And that's not going anywhere. Now we've got our door straps on. Okay. Okay, this is the fun bit. So I'm going to put this to one side again. And we are going to, I'm still not going to get the mat out, I don't think, because I'm going to sit it down. We're not going on its side, but I need to bring over the frame that we worked on. On the last issue. Because we're going to be fitting the headlights into the front of the camper van here. So it says insert the right headlight labeled 7. Okay, is it though? Because I thought that was labeled 8. Maybe I'm wrong again. No, I was wrong. That's fine. So 7. Again, I don't think it's going to matter which way these go in, to be honest, but we're going to carefully push this in to the headlight housing. And that's actually a really nice fit. It's not going to come out if tugged. So I don't know whether we've got to bend these or not. Probably, it doesn't say to. So I won't at the moment. Maybe I will, just a little bit. There we go. Okay, and then repeat the process with the left headlight labelled 8. So we're going to do the same over here. So just going to push that in. Hopefully it'll be a nice fit. Yes, lovely, nice fit on that one. Just bend that down a little bit. And then we're going to fasten the headlight cables with the 2 tabs, pressing them onto the pins indicated so the cables pass through them. So we've got our cable grips. We're going to go down here through those cable grips. This is where I might need the cushion actually, because I think we'll be best off putting it like this. We can bring our wire down and then try and trap the cable between the pins. There we go. And then with the screwdriver, I'm just going to push that down. Sorry, it's slightly off shot there. There we go. And then we're going to do the same for this side. Run it down through that channel, and then we're going to put another cable grip on the other side. Oh. And it's quite a satisfying fit actually once they're on, and that's not going anywhere. So there we have our cables for the headlights installed. Okay, next we are going to fit the front interior panel onto the post indicated inside the front body front in the position shown in the picture. Okay, yes, so we've got some post. Let's see how this goes. I think looking at the image, let's get some electrical tape out. Love that. This sort of shows the cable coming down here. So I'm just going to put some tape on there. Flat. Keep the cable nice and flat. And it comes out about there. Look at that. Nice and neat. And let's just offer this up and see what the fit's like. In the front of the cab. I'm just going to lift that up, put that under there. Oh yeah, being careful with the wipers. Right, so we're going to have to go behind these hinges. So that's going to be the best way of fitting it. So sort of put it at an angle, slide it under these, then bring it down and forwards, I believe. Nearly there. Oh, just get this in place. This is quite fiddly. Yeah, and I think those LEDs are in the way, so we're going to have to bend them down. And pull them through. And see if that helps. Now I've bent them. I really ought to test them if I can afterwards. But I will try and get this on first. I can always undo the screws. So slide that back under the post, back down. That's it. That's gone on. Oh, perfectly. Let's be careful with that because this is still only plastic. Okay, what do we do now? We're going to secure that with 4 BD04 screws. So I'm going to hold that. Oh God, that's all in place. So let me bring that back down. We'll get these out and we're going in. These are BD04. So I'm going to get the oil. And yeah, we're just going to dip the end in. Just a small amount. And then just pick a hole. So I'm going to start with this one here. Right, I need to change screwdriver. Nice. That's gone in nice. It's a bit like a Weevil at the minute because it's on the front end. Another little bit of oil, not too much. I'm going to do the top up here. Perfect. Going to do this bottom one. And then we've got one more just to tuck this corner in, which is still loose here. But once we put that screw in, hopefully that'll pull that in. Sorry, I know you can't see that well. It's a bit of an awkward angle. Just under there. I'm going to have to finish that with this. Where's my screwdriver gone? It fell. And I need you. Oh, it's gone under the desk. Come on. No, that's good. That's nice and tight. So, I'm just going to straighten that up because it does need to go. Yeah, these wipers are going to be right fun to put together. Is that in? Yeah, that's good. Okay. So there is a little bit of a gap along the front, but that's not going to go in anymore. But you're not going to see that anyway. But there we go. Look. Got a little steering wheel. So, I need to look at trying to test these LEDs. What have I got here? Might be able to do that with this battery pack we've got. Let me just see. Oh, right. That is not working. I don't know whether the batteries are defunct in here or not. But we've got other ways of testing. This board does have a little LED resistor on there, by the way. So we're good in that front. I think that was, I don't know what this one was from. Might be the R2. Let me just check the voltage in these batteries. Yeah, that should be working on. No, maybe the polarity is the wrong way around. Okay, so can I do this another way? We go capacitance mode. Yeah, okay. So sorry, I'm just thinking to myself. I'm just cutting this connector apart. Yeah, okay, cool. So the polarity is wrong from the circuit board, but that is no problem for me. Because this is just a test circuit board, I've cut the connector down a bit. Literally, I've cut each end off to expose the pins so that I can put it on both ways and test the polarity. So let's spin this round and then we will see. Now I'm not sure if I'm honest. So this one side. What's the other side? So we are all good. We are working. However, I don't know now on the shade of that white. It looks too new. They look like HIDs. I feel like it wants just a normal yellow light in there. But on the other hand, I'm like, do I want to strip this apart again? So I know it does show that. So it's nothing that we didn't know. But I don't know. What are your thoughts, everyone? I think that's too. It's like it's a it's a blue light, isn't it? Rather than a nice old school yellow. But anyway, I'll have a ponder. And there we go. They both were really happy with that. And that is, are we done? We all done? Yeah, we're done. This is the result, the body with the interior panel and the headlights. So there we go. And our electrics work. So yeah, it's really cool. Parts we've got left then, which I'm going to store safely away after the show. We've got 3 pins still. We've got the wherever that's gone. Oh, there it is. We've got the mirror and the mirror glass. Two more straps. But I think they'll be for when we fit the doors in the next issue. Yeah, 3 pins, the mirror and the housing, and some more screws and things. So I'll put all that away, safe, ready for next time. So there we go. Right, let me come back up. Yay. So yeah, what, an hour show. That's quite rare for one of these. So far, anyway, you know. Right, so John says hi to Geordie Dave. Yeah. John says, I had a double O gauge model train in the loft of my previous house, 14 foot by 11 foot. Never finished it and sadly cannot replicate it due to lack of roof space. Oh no. So that's another thing, you know, when you come to model railways and that, you've really got to own your property, haven't you? Like, I mean, well, say own your property or whatever, because people can move, but you know, in a rented property or something, I just wouldn't do it. It'd have to be a home, you know, a home for life. Peter says, that's a shame, John. Lee says, that's no good, John. I've got 26 feet layout in my loft and an 8x6 lay in the lobby room. Yeah, that's cool. John says, that's cool, Lee. So jealous. It would be great to do another. Lord Peter Webster says, best to bend the LED cables. Yeah, I found that. Yeah. Just be careful when you do that. But yeah. Mark says, test the LEDs if you can. Yeah. Well, there you go. We did that. Lord Peter Webster says, be careful not to knock the wiper clips off. Yeah. Do you know what? This is a really strange system, isn't it? These wipers. I mean, that's gone right in. But we're still attached. And you can pull that out. Oh, you can't see. I'm showing like I'm still on the stream. Oh, it's been a long day. Yeah, I think that's all right. They pull out and we'll be able to attach the wipers still. Carl Scale Modelling, got to stash off. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thank you, Carl. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining. Peter Webster says, night, Carl. Take care, bud. Mark says, night, Carl. David Bassett says, looking good, Alex. Great streams always. Thank you, David. Mark says, that test board was a bit far. Oh, okay, yeah, it's a bit far. Lee says, good stream, Alex. Going to do my tea. See you tomorrow stream. Yeah, thank you very much. See you later, Lee. Have a good evening. Peter says bye to Lee. David Bassett says bye night to Lee. John says night, Lee. John's one of making says let's call Horlixs. Thank you, John. Peter says nice job, Alex. Thank you very much. DS says well done, Alex. Thumbs up, everyone. Thank you, DS. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Here, Lord Peter Webster says my next pack on the way, leaving one last pack after that. I can't believe I'm nearly done. No. David Bassett says could build a small TT 120 layout, Alex. Yeah, do you know what? I'd love to. It looks really cute. And do you know what? I probably would. But again, it's down to space. You know. I wouldn't, there's nowhere to put it here. But as I say, things might be changing very soon anyway. So I'll be able to see then what happens. And how much space. John says, night to all. Great stream, Horlixs. Thank you very much, John. And Lord Peter Webster says, night, John. Take care. So thank you all very much for your chat and the likes and all the support. Thank you. It means a lot. So tomorrow we've got the, I think then tomorrow, Saturday tomorrow, we've got the Bedford show. Tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock. That'll be with myself, DS Models, Carl, hopefully Spur and Glue, and of course Lindsay's Builds. So yeah, there'll be 5 of us doing the Bedford tomorrow, working more on that. I believe that's it for tomorrow night. And then Sunday, we've got Mark doing the Parkwork Live show at 7 o'clock. So head over to Mark. And he does that with Kev from the Nexus. So yeah, that's on Sunday. Monday we have Mark's better half, Julie, Yorkshire Crafter, and she'll be doing Disney Doll's House at 7 o'clock. And then after that will be my new show, which is the La Ferrari, which is PAX over there. So if you missed that, we did pack 1 last Monday at 8:30, and we're going to be doing pack 2 on Monday, or as much of it as we can do. As I say, those of you who watch me do the tank, I'm going to try and do a pack and issue, but there may be times where there's a lot to do, and we run on, then yeah, I might stop halfway through a pack or something. We'll play that by ear as and when I release the videos or the live shows, should I say. So yeah, that's just a bit of an insight on what's coming up. As always, I'm sure you probably all know it off by heart by now. You know the score. You're always here to support us. So I think you know the schedule off by heart yourself now. Stephen says, great stream, Alex. Thank you, Stephen. And night all. David Bassett says, night, Stephen. Dave Matt says, night, Stephen. Dave Matt says, night to John. And David Bassett says, night all. So that just leaves me to say good night to all of you. Have a good evening, good weekend, and I will see you tomorrow evening. For the Bedford show. So thank you very much and take care. Goodbye.